Welcome to the Oculus Quest instructions. So on the left hand side in the main menu you've got the battery meters for the controllers and the headset, and then just on this button here you click that to get into your Wi-Fi settings. So that's really important before we get going. Make sure you're connected to your local Wi-Fi. Click on the square button at the bottom and then click on the Engage application. So Engage will load up and show this screen, and then you're going to log in. My details are already saved. And then in this main screen, one of the places you can go to first is to view the tutorials, and there's various different videos just to get yourself familiar with how to use the platform, with digital instructions as well if you ever need to look at them, but you have instructions within the platform. First thing to do would just be set up your avatar. So setting up our avatar, we can change our display name in the top left. On the right hand side we can edit what we look like, and then on the left hand side there we can click in the options, upload a picture of our face, and then enable face, and then click save and continue to put our real face onto the character. Next you can go up into the options, you can turn off the background music, you can look at the controls and functions. So over here you've got the basic controls for the hand controllers, and then it's just your mode, whether you're going to be moving around your room, freestanding, or whether you want to be seated. The next thing we're going to do is join a session, and in the public server list we're going to see what servers are available. There's only one at the moment. You're going to click into that and then click join, and if there's a password on the session like this one, then we're just going to enter the password and the host of the event will give you that particular password. Then you'll click join to enter that session. Another way you can join a session is with joining with an ID. This won't be something that's publicly listed. So if someone's giving you an ID for a unique session, you enter that here. It is case sensitive, and then you'll enter the password to join a session that's an unlisted session. So just going back to the main screen, if we want to start a session and you've got access to that through your license, then you can look through many different rooms and select the starting room that you want to go in first. This button here allows us to join with others, so it will create a session, or on the left hand option we can just say join the room with just us. So we're now in our first session. It's a great place, and so on the left hand side and right hand side we have slightly different controls. The Y button opens up the tablet, and then you'll notice on my right hand there's a green pointer, and that green pointer allows us to literally just prod and point. Don't have to push any buttons, just prod and point like you would with a tablet into the different menu options that you've got there. This one's called IFX, and it allows us to input many different 3D models into the space. We'll just bring a bear into the space and then just click once with the hand controller to release the bear. In the right controller button, if you push button A, it teleports. So press and hold, points where you want to go and let go, and then it will teleport you to that location. So here we can even jump straight into the sea from that distance away. If you don't want to teleport, in the left controller you can use the joystick to move forwards, backwards, sidestep left and right. And in the right hand controller, if you move the joystick left and right, it will just rotate you. Obviously you can move in the real world, but it just gives you the ability to sit still and just use the controllers to navigate yourself around. So we've got our left hand tablet and the right hand menu, two different ways of accessing the menu, and on the right there we can mute and unmute our microphone. We can also play media, so just by clicking load media we can load up a website or a video directly from YouTube, and whilst it brings up the keyboard we can enter in exactly what we want to search for, click search, and it'll bring up all the different YouTube results. So we're going to play a video now. I'm going to put it in 2D, and that's going to play on every screen around the arena. we're just going to pause that now. And I just want to show you how easy it is to add objects which could be a screen or a 3D object into the space. So we're just literally dropping in and adjusting the size just with one hand, one particular screen, and that will just repeat exactly what's being played on the media. We can drag that over to this group of chairs. If we're sitting here with some friends talking and we want to have a screen in front of us, we can do that. We can easily move that into a different position, and then if we go into the gizmo, quickly change to rotate, then this will allow us to very easily rotate that screen exactly as we'd like to see it. So recording a session, you can choose whether to record yourself or others. To start off, you just want to enter a recording name, so we'll call this one test, and we're going to just record myself. If you had everyone else in the room, you could also record them, and it will give you a countdown of when it's going to start recording your actions and your voice. So we'll remove the menu now, we'll just move around, and then we're going to stop the recording, and then we're just going to play that back. This is great if you've got training sessions that need to be pre-recorded, any content you don't want to repeat over and over again. And so we're just playing back that content now, and you can see we're now looking at ourselves, which is slightly strange, carry out the action. I'll show you how we deliver tests. So this is a pre-configured test that we've got. It's really easy for us to deliver that to everyone in the room or selected people in the room. Another great tool is sticky notes, great for collaborating, sharing ideas, adding notes. And so we're going to create something called new note at the moment. We'll change that, and then we're going to type in what we actually want to say in this note. So I like this. Let's type that in, click enter, and we're going to save that note and then create a sticky note. Choose the colour of the sticky note and then bring it into the space. So we can put that on any wall, we can move that around, and just click our trigger to let it go, and then put your hand into the note to grab it with that trigger again and just pick it up and rotate it where you want to put it. And again, we could add another sticky note or the same one in a different colour and just drop that off there. So a great way of sharing ideas with your team and moving them into different positions. I'm just going to search for a chair. So we're going to go up into IFX, search for the word chair, and bring in this particular chair. Very attractive. And then obviously we can teleport into that chair, let go of the teleport button, and we've teleported exactly where we want to go. We don't like that chair, so we want to quickly change it and get it out of the way. We can easily delete the chair, and then we can choose a different style chair, and then we can teleport ourselves onto that. But there's a load of us turning up for this meeting, so we're going to need some more chairs to be quickly deployed in the room. And we just clone the chair, drop it in its position, and then we can easily teleport between those chairs. So very, very easy to use, very intuitive platform. And the users themselves will be able to adapt their environment as they need to.